Welcome back to the Jonah and Ben podcast. We come to you live from Red Bull Arena parking lot, Lot C, at 12:36, 2 hours before the game. I'm joined by the Ben from the Jonah and Ben podcast as the Red Bulls take on New England Revolution here on the last day of February 2026.
It's the earliest home game we've ever had.
That's your only point? Don't you have more?
Yeah. So, New England Revolution, they're coming off a 4-1 drubbing
Chips away while
from Nashville Soccer Club with a brace from star former Premier League man Sam Sturridge. I don't think there's much you can take away from that game because New England was missing both of their fullbacks and had to start Andrew Farrell at his... I mean, he's been in the MLS since 2014 as that first round for number 1 overall pick.
He's ancient history is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't think
fossil.
You can really take anything from that game if you're a New England fan. Unfortunately, going forward, New England, they're still without Payne Miller for this game, so there's going to be rooms of space for our wingers to operate. If Ruvalcaba and Cowell can't get anything going, that's really a sign that on their part that they're not good enough. But they will. Let's be real.
Red Bulls coming off the 2-1 victory over Orlando City in Exploria in Walt Disney World. I know I said Walt Disney World, but it was an impressive performance for the Rebels, especially in the first half.
I mean, Cowell and Ruvalcaba played really good in that game, but we got to see how they're going to perform tonight. Well, not tonight, today.
It's an afternoon game,
yep.
Which is uncommon, but more common this season, which I like as a Red Bull season ticket holder.
Especially next weekend.
Holdee? Nah, who cares?
Next weekend, we host CF Montreal at 4:30 on Sunday.
You're talking about next weekend, but
yes.
We're focused on today, our opponents, the New England Revolution. How will Michael Bradley's side? Well, this is the preview. What do you think Michael Bradley's side?
Probably will be Hall after he was MLS Player of the Match Day for the first time, and Cowell as well.
I just realized I forgot to bring the Coronas. Wow. Yeah, you do bring up some good points. I think Cowell, especially, to me, will be the fan favorite. I think also because he's a bigger name than Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba would be great if either of them scored on their home debut or had some great dribbles, get the crowd going ooh and ah. Play themselves to the crowd of, all these New Jersey soccer moms and the true fans, which we're surrounded by them here in this parking lot. I mean, yeah. Sure. The parking situation is bad today. Hopefully by next week it's better. I can't imagine it being worse. That's why we got here 2.5 hours early.
I think defensively today, the Red Bulls will have a lot of troubles taking on Carlos Seal and Dor Turgeman. Turgeman, he's more of like a pure 9 middle guy in comparison to where he's been playing because of Leo Campana. But Campana's out for the game. So I think if the Red Bulls are going to succeed defensively, they need to shut down Turgeman and make sure they don't give up any crucial set pieces to the New England Revolution, which is what killed them in that early season clash last season where they gave up a big free kick and a penalty to the Revs.
Right, at Gillette Stadium. Right. Like you say, the early start. Both games against New England last year, New England scored the first goal. And in the game at RBA last season, on our father's birthday, they scored the first 2 goals. Obviously, the Red Bulls come back with 5 goals in the second half, setting a club record, which was great. It is the record for most goals in a half, right?
I believe so, yes.
I don't see how it wouldn't be. It's a lot of goals in one half. But it's still going down 1 or especially 2 goals, even if it is early season, is just
you're setting up.
You don't want to put yourself up in a hole when under Bradley. I know it's been 1 game, but we haven't seen how they would play from behind. We've only seen them really play from ahead because they scored in the 6th minute, and even before that, they had an awesome start.
That game should have ended up like 4-2.
Yeah, or 5-3 even. Well, I think for the Red Bulls to win, they must score the first goal. I know it's cliche and probably very easy to say that, but I think it's true.
I think we might see debuts of like a Robert Voladair, one of our off-season signings. Another thing to look out for today, I think, as I said earlier, you really need to watch the wingers here because that's what's going to decide this game. If the Red Bull wingers can go forward and take advantage of those backup fullbacks, the Red Bulls will be able to, or at least should be able to, win this game.
And not just the wingers of Red Bull, which of course are the two big signings, the guys on the poster, the DP and CC. Very funny. But also, how will JMR and possibly Matthew Dos Santos, and a guy we'll get to later, the new Belgian loan, or I don't know what the exact wording is for.
It's a 6-month loan.
There you go. From RB Leipzig to RBNY. I think those players will also, of course, be very important if they're going to attack down each left and right channel like they did against Orlando. They didn't really go through the middle. Obviously, the first goal where Forsberg, he's a middle player. He attacked. So even then, it was down the right side of the box. It wasn't through the middle like, Forsberg would ordinarily do. So
yep.
I think we'll see the Red Bulls, like you said, attack those backup fullbacks for New England Revolution.
Yep, especially as one of them's 33. I mean, in fullback terms, that's like...
Who will be going on him? JR or JR11 or CC7?
He's going to be a right back, so that's...
they could be more interchangeable, of course, with Klopp's influence. You saw a lot with Liverpool back in the day that they would just come from all over sides. So I could see that they would just be attacking Farrell with either or, with JR or even JMR and CC.
I think Ruvalcaba's status as one of our designated players, he's going to get favoritism from the coach. He's going to get favoritism from the team. So he's going to be given the favorable matchups. And especially when you're facing a backup right back, and that's just old as shit, you're going to want your... I don't know if he's faster, but you're like better guy taking on the worst player.
I see where you're coming from. I think it's just... what's it called? It's just a tag on him. I don't think Ruvalcaba will get any more special treatment than Cade Cowley. I disagree with you on that point. Where, I mean, nothing's going to change if we get a free kick or penalty. It's going to be Forsberg. We know that. Or in a corner would likely be Forsberg on our end, and on the other end will probably be Dos Santos, right? He took the corners from the left side. What?
Right side, because then swingers.
Yeah. You know what I meant, though.
Mm-hmm. Then swingers were Dos Santos and Forsberg.
Yes, and I don't think that would change. I don't see why it should. They're just not a very tall team anymore. Letting go of Snealis and Alexander Hack. Not that those letting them go was bad. It's just now you do lose the height, especially if you bench Eric Choupo-Moting again. That was another thing about the Orlando match. They went with this wild lineup nobody saw coming.
3 teenagers.
And they were phenomenal in the first half. Second half, they were average, but, they held on to win. So
you have a Hall, which, it's shocking. He's already in his 4th season for the club. So...
You keep saying that.
I'm going to talk here.
How many games did he play in 2023?
7.
How many games did he play in 2024? Not many.
Like 14.
Exactly. He's barely played a full season's worth of game. You can't say it's his 4th.
He's in his 4th season. That's all I'm saying.
You're technically right, but come on. Has he even played 38 games for Red Bull?
44.
So barely a full season. Not even a season and a half worth of games.
I mean, that's true.
It's okay.
My whole point is that
how many of them were starts? Probably a 4th of them, if even that.
He scored in his start against New York City.
He did, and he had a good end to last season, and of course he's had that incredible start in place of Choupo.
I mean, he was the first.
I would like to see him and Choupo start.
He was the top man in the match in all of the league, not just Red Bull New York, for all of the clubs.
MLS did say that. They had him as the best player in MLS match day 1, which is very impressive for any Red Bull players, but, let alone a 17-year-old.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I think, Red Bulls, I think the youth movement, I think it's been a little...
I think it's been
overhyped,
exaggerated.
But considering our captain is still, 33.
34-year-old Swede from Leipzig.
And our coach is young as shit. He's like 37.
Okay, there's no pause button. How long did you want this to be?
I don't know.
Because it's hot and I kind of want the air.
You want to say anything about like New England? Or
I don't know much about this New England roster. You can talk about the offseason moves they made and the offseason moves they didn't make and their new manager and whatnot.
They kind of only brought in like 2 guys.
Oh.
They had such a...
And they are missing their star player,
dull,
Leonardo Campana. Yes.
They had a really dull offseason because they only brought in... I forget his name.
Oh.
But a long-time San Jose player, and that was kind of it for them. No, that was Nashville. I forget his name.
San Jose are tanking for the spoon.
Oh, Jackson Ewell. Him.
Oh, so he's a player to watch out for New England?
Well, he was like the only signing.
So, I guess by proxy he is, yeah.
Oh, there's a red.
Where?
By that car.
I don't see him.
By that. Now you do.
No, I do. Anyway.
Over there.
There he is with the stupid glasses. The Red Bulls season opener is always exciting. It's always a good time. Well, not you. It's always the
they
buzz,
usually don't lose.
The buzz is there.
The home opener.
Red looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's an exciting time for RBNY fans, which hasn't been true in since 2 years ago. I don't know what else to say. Are we going to do predictions on this game?
Sure.
I don't see why not. I think we... Oh, wait. Should we do for every MLS game like we did Match Day 1?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? This isn't really an MLS... This is a Red Bulls-focused podcast, not an MLS, but we can do every game. Should we do Red Bulls last again?
Yep.
Okay. Chicago, Montreal, Impact.
Ooh, easy. Chicago 3-0.
Yeah, Montreal are awful, but I think they'll get a goal, an own goal. 4-1 Chicago. Colorado Springs, what? Colorado Rapids, Portland Timbers.
Portland 2-0. Colorado looked terrible last weekend.
Portland 2-1. Minnesota United versus FC Cincinnati.
Cincy 1-0.
It's kind of lame. 2-2. Salt Lake, Seattle.
Seattle 2-1.
Picking a lot of the road teams. Salt Lake 3-2. San Jose, Atlanta.
1-1.
But it's a 4:30 start in San Jose. Local.
Wait, yeah, it's a 7:30 game.
Yeah, weird. 2-2. Dallas, Nashville.
Nashville.
The Battle of the Barbecue. Dallas 1-1.
Nashville looked good last weekend.
It did, but it's a road game. At a hostile? No one gives a shit in Dallas. Houston Dynamo versus LAFC.
Oh, the Sun Heung-min game.
Yes.
I'm going to say 2-1 Los Angeles.
Yeah, they looked amazing against the sluggish, old, ancient defending champion Inter Miami. I think I agree with you. 2-1 at LAFC. Sporting KC Wiz versus the Columbus Crew.
Crew 3-2.
2-2. Vancouver. Oh, here's a great Canadian matchup already. Gold rivalry. Vancouver Whitecaps versus Toronto FC. Where we could see the debut of big signing Joshua Sargent.
I think this all depends on if Sargent plays, and if he does, I'm going to say 2-1 Vancouver, but if he doesn't, 2-0 Vancouver.
I see where you're going with that. I think 3-1 Vancouver. Whether he plays, comes on as a sub, or starts. Or
if he plays, he scores.
I can see it. LA Galaxy versus Charlotte FC in the nightcap.
Easy, 1-1.
Yeah, LA Galaxy looked terrible.
They draw every game.
Yeah, 3 games, 3 draws. Okay, 2-2. I'll agree with you. And tomorrow's slate, starting with the day cap, or the matinee, I guess you would say. Austin FC versus DC United.
Austin 5-0.
Wow. I'll go with 3-1 Austin. The worst matchup in the world, second worst matchup in the world, actually. Philadelphia Union versus New York City.
Union 6-0.
They're coming off a bad loss to DC. And NYC are coming off a lame performance. They're both coming off bad performances, but Philly's at home. I'll go with 2-1 Philly.
Union, whenever they come off disappointing loss, they usually run up that score.
Both clubs, though, coming off bad off seasons
and bad results.
Well, that's what I said, but also just bad off seasons in general. Here's probably the biggest game of the weekend: Orlando City Soccer Club versus Inter Miami. Where do we know if Messi's suspended or
he's not?
Well, he still might not play because he got tackled and he's so hurt. He got attacked by fans in
They just
Nicaragua.
wanted to make sure he doesn't play.
Yeah, exactly. No, those are paid by his security, by him. That one bald security.
You know he got banned.
Oh yeah.
So weird.
I don't know. I just can't see Miami losing back-to-back games. I would love it, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go 2-0 Orlando. 2-0 Miami. 2-0
I'll
Miami.
go with a 1-1 draw.
Okay. San Diego FC take on St. Louis in the last game of this week of match day 2.
I mean, San Diego ran up the score against a bad Montreal side, and St. Louis had a 1-1 draw against Charlotte. So I'm going to say 3-1 San Diego.
San Diego at home, back-to-back games to start the season. I think they get. Yeah, I agree. They're going to get a win. I think they win 2-0. All right. Is there anything else we wanted to bring up?
Yeah, the New York Red Bulls.
Oh,
Match preview. Well,
not
match preview. Our score prediction.
Yes. Last but not least, last but the most important, Red Bulls New England, February 28th. We don't know the lineups. I'm sure they'll be very similar to. I think Chupo starts. You don't, but we'll see. Who you got?
I got Red Bull New York 4-0 victory.
Wow.
With goals from Hall, Mehmeti, and Chupo.
Who scores the brace?
Hall.
Okay, back-to-back braces for Hall. Would be in crazy. I couldn't say insane or crazy, so I said in crazy. It would be great if they kept a clean sheet this time instead of conceding another 95th minute goal. I'm going to say 3-1, though. I think we get goals from Chupo, Hall, and Forsberg's set-piece goal. Whether it's a free kick or a penalty, I'm not sure yet. And for New England, I have, some center back scoring off a cheap corner in the 88th minute when the Rebels are already up 3-0 to blow the clean sheet again.
Oh, yeah, like that Charlotte game.
Yes. Or like the Orlando game, but that wasn't off a corner. What do you want to send us off at? Vito's Hot Dogs? Vito's Hot Dogs 2?
The Red Bulls might win.
Man, that was lame as fuck.